Hi everyone, I'm Amena and welcome back explorers to my vlog. Also, if you happen to be new here or are a repeat visitor, be welcome. Be sure to take a look at the description below for all credits given. And with all that said, I also want to wish you good morning. Now, I have quite a few things that I want to talk about. So, first thing I'm gonna do is start with, well, topic one, and kind of speed through it until we hit what I really want to talk about to uplift my mood. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so the very first thing I want to actually say is welcome to the month of March. And you know how they say March comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb. Uh, March leads into May, so I can kind of see that. But the reason I'm mentioning the little March thing is apparently, and I will provide uh, a link to at least one video about this. But if you type in Russia-Ukraine war, you'll find a lot of it. But apparently, Russia invaded Ukraine to try and take it over. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there once a USSR that toppled? And is this the start of a new possible USSR, which will ultimately fail again? I don't want to think about it, but uh, the world was worried when we had elections between uh, Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton, and Trump. Yeah, I hate to say it, but Trump is a big supporter of those who supported him. And that is a very big opinion of mine. Doesn't mean it's wrong, doesn't mean it's right, it's an opinion. Not fact. But what is fact is that there is a war going on between Russia and Ukraine right now. And for those who use Starlink, apparently um, putting Ukraine into the Starlink uh, program caused a few people to experience problems with their Starlink Wi-Fi. And that was just to um, get the people in Ukraine into it. Yeah. Enough on that. As I said before, I will provide a link to one or two videos about the whole Russia-Ukraine war situation because I just know a little bit about it. I'd rather let people who know a lot more about that rather dark and disturbing topic inform you about it. Yeah. But now, speaking of problems with Wi-Fi and uh, blackouts or outages for Wi-Fi in general, I'm still trying to find a way to make it so I can play Minecraft on Java offline. This has been a problem since Microsoft took it over and provided their 3-in-1 launcher. Where the heck do I find offline settings page on that launcher? Because when I find myself without Wi-Fi and want to play Java, I try to launch it and it says, oh, you can only access this online, and once you're online, go to the offline settings page to change it so you can. I'm sorry. Give us a tutorial. Show us where to find it. Or do I have to go and tear it out and tear it apart and find out that way? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, yeah. So, because Microsoft and their 3-in-1 Minecraft launcher is like that right now, I'm being forced to have to create a Blackout world through the Windows 10 version, or essentially Bedrock, which I can actually launch separately. Thank goodness for that. Thank goodness I had the foresight to install that version of Minecraft, which Microsoft already owned. Alright. But either way, I created a Blackout world, which I will use for a combination of survival and just building. Well, it's going to be I'm just gonna call it just building. Or something, or progress. I don't have. It's a way for me to record Minecraft when, for some reason, I'm offline. Not a happy camper about that, but moving on to the next subject. And it has a lot to do with the isekai genre of anime. Basically, isekai is where one person from one world is transported to another world via who knows what. So, you can take things like, oh, I don't know, random deaths that result in reincarnation, uh, being transported to a game world, or, oh, I don't know, fantasy world thing being sent over to our real world, only to, well, um, that's the devil is a part-timer. And, that, as far as I'm concerned, it did have an obvious end. Although, there are a number of the so-called isekai anime that have obvious ends that people are like, oh, it never ends. Oh, so you're one of those people who don't recognize an obvious end without it being spelled out for you. So the first season of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid had an obvious end. It was one of those things where it was meant to end on the 13th episode. They wrapped it up rather nicely. And it was an end, but it indicated that although we were no longer seeing stuff, their life continued on without us. But so many people pushed for a second season, so the people who created it made the second season to appease the ones who wanted more. And this time around, at the end of the second season, they spelled it out for you. So, actually watch the anime and, watch it to the end. And if it does something where, oh, we're going to have a nice day and ends it, that's just saying our story is done. You can go on and do your things. We'll just continue on with our lives without you. But there are so many people who are out there who complain that, oh, these animes don't have an end. But I'm here to tell you, they do. It doesn't have to be spelled out for you. That's what inferencing is called. I think I used the right word. I could be wrong. But, yeah. Oh, intuition. I still might be wrong on it. Okay. So, my thought about the isekai genre is this. For those of you out there who say the isekai animes have no end to them, you need to actually watch it and decide for yourselves whether it ended in a good ending spot. If it did, for you, it did. If it didn't, well, I guess there's no making you happy. Anyway, I liked Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid and Dragon Maids, which is the second season. But that's basically, oh, dragons coming to the real world and trying to live day-to-day life without destroying things and being maids on top of it. Now, another anime that Dragon Maze was compared to is I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. You can say it's basically the same thing, but when you come right down to it, it's not. There's a lot more involved in those simple 12 episodes. And it has a beginning, middle, end. So, that's my thought. I actually enjoy that. I enjoy those two particular animes. So, yeah, I definitely do know what the differences are. And this brings me to my last topic. I'm thinking I definitely do need a couple new Vtuber backgrounds. But I need one specifically designed or made for this particular VTuber model of mine. And yeah, I think with that one, I'm gonna do it relatively soon. And that's going to have a couple different things like hearts and queens, band-aids, blocks, maybe? Well, I already have an idea of what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna actually do two of them, two different ones. I also like the idea of maybe having a background that shows the different suites of cards, hearts, clubs, diamonds, and spades. But there has to be a seasonal background. This is my story day background. I have a rainy day background too. Um, I wonder, should I have a fall background? Uh, yeah, there's a lot of things I have to think about. No. Uh, also, I'm going to completely redo the holiday backgrounds because, let's see, Halloween for me is really big. Uh, Christmas is kind of big. Um, February, Valentine's Day, not so much. St. Patty's Day, again, not really that big for me, except for it has candy too. Everything I mentioned has candy. So maybe a candy background? I don't know. But, uh, tell me what you think. Should I do, should I do, uh, should I make some of these backgrounds on camera? If you think I should, let me know in the comments below. Now, with all that said, and usually I have about 3 topics I want to cover. This time around, I had a lot more. But I'll try to do 3 topics for the next vlog I do. But for now, I'm gonna end this episode here and leave you all with this. If you have been enjoying my content, please feel free to leave a like or subscribe. You can also leave a comment down below in the comment section. Please do. Be sure to hit that notification bell because YouTube doesn't always like to share. Be safe, be healthy, happy St. Patrick's Day, and as always, be true to you. Amena, signing out.